Integrated project delivery works, first of all, by an integrated team of builders, designers, consultants, trade partners, all coming together and first of all understanding that they have to advocate for the customer, for all of the stakeholders in the project, and for each other on the team to drive value into the building project and to drive waste out of the project.
We're not in it in order to increase our own profit. We're trying to reduce costs so that the owner can afford the things that they want most. And in order to make something like that work, what's really important is you have to have the owner's participation in that. That owner has to be there, participate in that process, and be constantly informing the team about what are those things which are of greatest value to them.
The integrated project delivery requires that people set aside their personal interests and move towards the benefit of the collective.
The Cathedral Hill Hospital project is a perfect project for us to work together to try to create the most integrated team, the most integrated processes, and as a result, the most integrated project delivery system.
It's incredibly complex. It's a huge project, but it doesn't have to. That doesn't have to then get made worse by antagonistic behavior, us versus the contractor, us versus the architect. And in an integrated team, you absolutely cannot have that. It has to be collaborative.
In this process, everybody's at the table at the same time. You get your plumbing perspective, you get your mechanical perspective, you get your architectural perspective, your planning perspective, your design perspective, and they all come together.
It solves a lot of problems. We don't get into these conflicts then between one player on the team trying to protect their own profit or protect themselves against another member of the team. We're all here in order to do what's the right thing for the owner.
I have a very high degree of confidence that when I leave the 6th floor, these teams are actually talking to one another, they're proactively finding the problems, and they're bringing them to me and to the other leaders of the project before they become unsolvable.
This is even more important now with our economic downturn to assure that the project will actually be built.
The whole idea is that you're going to spend less because effectively you're doing the thoughtful work now that prohibits, rework, bad work later. In return, what you get is a much higher degree of certainty that you will actually bring the project in on budget or even under budget.
You can see it in the results. We're about 15% below the market average for the cost of the project. We're driving value deep into the project in terms of customer satisfaction.
Without the good work that we've done so far, we would be unable to proceed with the largest project that Southern Health will probably ever do.
One way to make sure that we integrate as much as possible is to use new tools in technology like building information modeling and 3D modeling. The design is being done in 3D. All of our detailing, the specific parts and pieces of the project, are being detailed in 3D.
Just a simple embrace of innovation now is what is going to make this successful, and the Bowl Company and the Smith Group collectively have been able to instill that in all of the project participants in order to accomplish that.
The future of integrated project delivery is going to grow and it's going to increase in the industry because we now have results. We have projects that are coming in at lower cost, we have projects that are coming in ahead of schedule, and we have projects that together are driving more value for the customer. So we're proving that this works.